What is up, guys? Your favorite streamer slash content creator slash pub stomper slash apparently smurfer back at it again with another solo to master video. Today we're in Gold 2, and I figured we'd go through this game here and my decision making that led to us catching the dub, I think. I actually don't recall. We'll just go through it as we do. As I'm looting, I also wanted to bring something to attention. I've recently started streaming both on YouTube Live and actually back on Twitch again. So if you guys ever want to check out the YouTube Live or check out the Twitch, you know where to find it. I'll link it in the description, maybe put something on the screen. Let me know what you guys think. I really want to stream on both at the same time if doable. I really want to be able to reach more people. I haven't really found a home to stream on, but I do think that multi-streaming is the play. So as usual, you guys know me by now. I feel like dropping Lava Siphon is a good place. It's probably, obviously, if I want to get a high kill, high action game. I'm just continuing looting, and I'm going to explain to you guys why we do drop in Siphon a lot. If I want to get a high kill game, I drop on Fragment. I think Fragment is a great POI. Super fun, there's a lot of things to do. However, it is not where I would drop if I want to get RP, right? I wouldn't drop in Fragment for RP unless it's like silver. I mean, maybe gold, but like a lot of times you will run into full teams that are playing really tight, and it's gonna be hard to make a imprint on the game and getting like a high kill game or whatever without getting like third partied, fourth partied, fifth partied, eighth partied, and you'll run out of loot. You will very quickly run out of loot. So something like Siphon is good, especially when it's a hot zone, because you'll be able to grab a lot of good loot here. This is considered an S tier drop spot because of how well how well equipped you get, like how good the loot is. So a small thing I did here, micro call out, I mentioned it. I kind of knew, I heard a Wraith or knew she was around there, so I quickly, pre-aimed that angle, just in case she peeked. She did peek and just allowed me to, to face full of car shots. You might have noticed that I've been playing a lot of Wraith lately. I switched up to a fragger. At the time here, I was on IGL in my team, but I did switch up to more of a fragger role when we play together. Simply because I want to. Or it's just a better fit for me. I do frag. So now I'm looking again for the pre-aim. Actually, ego swinging here a little bit, because I don't know, he's running back. Like, if he runs back, it's gonna be an opening where I could push up and maybe shoot him. He's low here, so I'm just trying to push the opening. I know he's probably 1 HP. I wasn't, but get a double melee here. Quick swap here. I'm running the car here, but like, you're looking back, I probably should have done like the wingman or something. And you can see this. I don't know whoever's editing, if you can like just show, you can see like a bit of a sleeve. I have it right here. It's this sock looking thing. I've been wearing this for my Skype pad, and it's actually really good. Like this, I'm not even trying to do an ad about it, but if you do get a Skype pad or a sleeve from Skype pad or whatever, remember code Ottr 10% off. But it's just really cool because it's actually helped so much with consistency when it comes to my aim. Now this is specifically because my arm, I've always like, people have asked me about sleeves and I always like kind of made fun of them. But I feel like sleeves really help if your arm sticks to the table, or if you use like a glass mouse pad like the Skype pad, because you will not only stick to the table, but I was sticking to the mouse pad itself, seeing as it is a sheet of glass. So I'm talking to chat about some other stuff as well. You can actually see the Skype pad sleeve now. I had to cut it up a little bit because it was a little bit not a W for my like shape. It's a bit tight. So anyways, a good pick here. There's actually a third party here. I go for a little bit of a peek battle, switch to PK, not getting the fatty damage, double 9s, but that's the Skype pad buff right there, baby. Bangalore taking a lot of damage. I'm just looking for the flank here. I'm trying to maybe catch someone pushing her. Not exactly sure what's happening because it's very little information, but we know we got 2 knocks, presumably from the same team, maybe from the other. And now it's just about cleanup and winning the fight here. So because you have a prolonged fight here on Siphon, it is very likely that you're gonna get third partied. And also he's going for the rest here. I'm just kind of playing the angle, white peeking a little bit. Trying to make sure that if someone pushes, I'll be able to put a lot of damage in and trade it. So if they want to finish the knock, they'll take a lot of damage for it. Turns out the other team must have done some type of soft reset as well. And I catch the Ash completely off guard. She actually catches me off guard as well. Good shot, not as good of a follow-up. And then bam. I don't want to talk about it. The shots will get better later in the VOD, guys. Don't worry about it. We're not here necessarily to watch the shooting. I was trying to do the hot swap there, and I just hot swapped to a white and then another white because I didn't know it was double whites. Oh, but we made it. We made it. So that was a good trade there. Like, that guy caught me way off guard. Could have killed me if I, hit one more bullet, but I managed to survive, get the hot swap despite the doors being in the way. I just kind of did a small sidestep. So switching to the R1 here, I don't have a scope on it because, you know, that's how it works for some reason. But I do think it's a pretty great gun. I feel like I've talked about it before. Rampart guns are good. We have dropped on mod a few times in this run, I think. Because that quick reload. So if you guys didn't know, the Rampart special used to mean that the crafted weapon has, like, I think it's a 15% more bullets and a 25% reload speed. And now it's just 15% faster reload speed, which is still huge. For a gun like the R1, which already has kind of a fast reload speed. It basically means you have more or less an infinite. So this is a really cheeky way I jumped in. And I thought it would expect me to do the same jump. They kind of did. They were just shook, didn't know what to do about it. There's a choke accuracy coming in clutch. They're just running, man. And if people run away from the fights, like, that's an invitation. You just gotta, you know, push. Get the damage, get the kills, like, get the loot, whatever. It's might as well, right? As I was saying, if it is a prolonged fight in or around Siphon, odds are there's going to be a lot of teams rotating in. You have... Again, I don't think anyone actually dropped in Siphon, which is really weird. It's a great dropping spot. But yeah, no, first off, you're probably squared up against, like, Tree or Harvester if they, for whatever reason, rotate here. And then after the fight, you have teams coming from Launchpad, they're coming from Dome, they're coming from Thermal. Like, a lot of the squads congregate here. And if you want a high kill game, I know people talk about Fragment. I even mentioned Fragment at the start of this video. But depending on the lobbies, you might actually end up running into more teams when you're fighting around Siphon. It is crazy like that. So that box just ate everything, but I do get some pretty solid damage. No idea where that lifeline came from. That's on me for not paying full attention. I back up a little bit, get the software reset because my teammates are right there getting good damage in there. So I'm trying to get the off angle here as a Wraith. I don't have my Q, so I'm not like trying to go super deep, but I am trying to get an alternate angle here, not holding the bottom and letting them walk up and just take all the high ground, take high ground on us. Because obviously, you don't want to go up the high ground advantage. Great timing here on the Wraith who was pushing up, also looking for the flank. And then I just laid down this, you know, suppressive fire here, and we get the knock, we turn the fight. It's good to know when people are going to push you, because then you know when to peek. That's just sort of something you gotta learn. Eventually they might feel like, okay, we need to run up. Like, you can usually... If you make the offer enticing enough, they might end up running up. So the lifeline was there. Okay, so I got a knock on her teammate, and now it's a 2v2, or so we fought, or she fought, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, let's just go for, I'll just hold my teammate then, because she wants to go for a Finn. And we stop the finish there, and we get a free kill for that. Because I had a good off angle as well. Because, you know, again, if we stand all in the same place, we can't do that. Not my crispiest aim, guys. But like, look at how often I'm reloading. It just doesn't stop. Like, it's completely non-stop bullets. It's like a Spitfire on crack. I love Rampart special guns. But they're very cheesy. They're very cheesy. People don't expect people to use them that way. We need to, I think this might be the last like VOD I wanted to go through. So anyways, I'll talk about it later, because I'm just kind of climbing up here looking for the off angle. There's so many teams here, it's so hard to like know what's happening, but I'm just trying to get the finishes, try to get the knocks, get the damage in. I'm just trying to like stabilize with my team, figure out what is happening. The Fuse didn't leave, I think. We finished his teammates and he's just chilling, I guess looking for the banners. Yeah, that's a Fuse, good damage. My teammate does end up going down for it, but this should be pretty cut. Straight cut. Oh, and he just closed that door. Fatty pump 1. Not so fat pump 2. And then we got all. Actually, we only finished one of them, but it doesn't matter. We got the Finn. Matters a lot. Look how I have no ammo as well. Just pay attention to that. Absolutely none. We've been fighting the whole game. So I'm just trying to look around here, make sure there's nobody around us, nobody to run up, because we've been in a constant state of team fighting. We haven't been constantly team fighting, but we've been in a state of it. We've been like, there's been people around us, you know, we haven't been able to fast travel. There's been enemies nearby for quite some time. So we have to, you know, you gotta be a bit careful. I am pretty, like, detached from my team here, but it's working out in my favor. There's nobody coming up here. But it's a good habit to have, that, especially if you're the last one on your team and, you know, you already looted up mostly. I need ammo. I didn't think of it because I think I was talking in chat here. But you need to always gravitate towards like the high ground or position where you can just look around and have an overlook of the situation to know when the enemy teams are coming, or rather that they're not coming at all. And then, you know, you can actually It's just a good habit to have. Okay, it's just a good habit to have. Just go up there when you can. So I like how we basically haven't left Siphon all game. I didn't even think about that when I made this highlight. But yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. I think this is the last VOD we have for this grind. So we probably gotta do another live stream doing more of this in a little bit. In a few days probably, when I have, you know, the time, the energy, the want. We're in Platinum right now, and it would be cool if we can solo queue the Master. It's not really like, ooh, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like, you know, something that would be really cool. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. So obviously, like, doing solo to Master, explaining decision making is probably really cool. You know, if you keep in mind there's so many like cheaters and pro stacks and stuff I'd have to sift through to actually get results. But it would be really cool, I think, to let's try to fatigue hop there. Well, hop. And I knew I could do this because Area was busy. Anyways, and he had a blue armor, they want a battery, it takes 5 seconds to do a fin, more or less. Maybe a plus one is what's good. But yeah, I was thinking, what if we do like scrims? I know we've done this for like full tournament games, so what if we do scrims or maybe some tournament games? I just kind of like talk over my decision making and do a bit of a VOD review. I think maybe some of you guys would be interested interested in that. It's like pretty high level stuff. I know some people want to see people doing this type of stuff in, you know, low ranked or just in ranked in general. But I'm sure, you know, there's way more lessons to be learned in a very punishing environment like scrims or tournaments. And there's actually way more decisions being made as well. Like, I could watch my own VODs and I'll be able to like have something to comment on 90% of the time, 99 maybe, I don't know. But obviously now I'm just talking about whatever comes to mind. And even in the VOD, I'm not even like, I'm paying half attention. I'm like, okay, we got the entry pick here, like we're just gonna walk up and kill them. It's not really that big of a deal. Very good flying, good damage on the Wraith. She does queue portal back. Lifeline she's wilding on the bang ult. What's he screaming about?
Stay dead, please. I'm putting you down and then
So many people playing it. Yeah, I'm not too happy about the recall in general. I think the aim was solid this game, or just has been in general, but I've been aim chaining a lot and it's been screwing up. Here's another example of what I mentioned literally earlier, where I know he's gonna peek from the top and I just pre-aim the angle. If you get more comfortable in your aim and you know you can out-aim someone, it's really good. Man just got caught controller looting right there. But it's really good to always try to pre-aim again when you know someone's coming, because they won't expect it. It works surprisingly well, like across all facets of play. It is incredibly good. So what I'm doing here is we're at the edge of the zone. I have a portal. I have heat shields because it's ranked. So I'm just making a portal all the way on the respawn here. We got plenty of loot for Mr. Sadby the Bloodhound. It's gonna be pretty solid. So obviously I need to heat shield here, but I don't know, it felt a bit glitchy. Maybe it was just me, you know, not doing it right. But get the revive. He has the portal right there. And even if he goes down, it's fine. We'll just revive him on the portal, but we're good. We have a whole minute to loot up and chill. Now, the only problem with this revive, the only problem is that the zone is that far away. Any team could have walked up to the choke or the tunnel and decided to hold us. But going off how everyone have been playing this lobby so far, I felt it was safe to assume nobody would be here. If they were, they would have pushed us anyways, right? Like, they would have 100% have pushed us anyways. So I'm not gonna be gatekeeping. Either way, I'm Wraith, so I'm walking up a little bit. I'm clearing the space here, making sure that nobody is ahead of us, and it is looking fine. We could have gone for the tunnel, we could have gone for like around Siphon, but I feel like going for the choke here makes the most sense because we have way more options when we come in here. And obviously if we go for the tunnel, we'd have less time, so this is just a safer bet, rotation-wise. So it turns out that the enemy team is actually reviving here, so this is a completely free walk up. Not even worried about it. I feel like most people in, honestly, up to like a very, like maybe even in master lobbies, people don't even hold this type of stuff, so you can generally just walk up. They don't think that far ahead. Dude, what is my teammate screaming about? So I don't know where the hell this guy came from. Good tracking though, generally speaking. There's no audio whatsoever. And I actually make a pretty big mistake here. I want to see if you can catch it. This cost me a 20 bomb because I have 16 kills right now. I guess missing is a mistake. That's it actually, that's a mistake. There were 2 people that left on 1 health. However, I do get into good angle here. In the back of my head, I was like, this could be, this could have been, like if this was a rat here as a common rat spot, I would have just died. But we're fine. My teammates end up cleaning up because I didn't hit my shots, so that's a lesson learned. Hit more shots, do your aim training, guys. Going for a bit of a flashy shot here as well. Good choke shot, follow up, and then a little bit of a track and reactive aim to close it out. And with that, I think we ended up getting like 18 kills and like I'm gonna pull up the stats here. 4.3k damage, so maybe not a 5k game like we had at the start of the series, but it's gold and I'm trying to play a little bit smarter. Again, I wasn't hitting as many shots. I think if my damage, or rather my damage output was cleaner, I probably would get like a 5k if not more, because my positioning was generally on point and so on and so forth. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video and want to continue following the solo to master climb, hit that subscribe and the like button. And as usual, I will see you all tomorrow. Peace out.